So today I have a lot of topics for you.
One topic you use.
I don't want to throw them out before asking you first.
Okay, let me just start first. Huh?
Is there anything you want to talk about? Because I do have a bunch, but I don't want to say them
Out loud.
out loud.
Now, let me start first from this. You see, a topic comes or not. Huh? I think we begin by asking this. It's like a quote by Gurdjieff. He said, I am, I can, I wish. Are you living your wish? First of all, do you know you have a right to wish? You have a right to wish. And a wish is very conditioned, I can only wish what I can wish for, based on me. So a wish is a state of self-realization. When I start realizing me, I begin to wish. Like let's say I wish for humanity to be better. That wish came by me struggling with life and waking up. You can do this. We can be good to each other. By that, the wish for humanity to be well is birthed. So I'm asking this question. Do you know that you have a right to wish? A wish meaning,
Oh my God, you knew I was going to ask you, what do you mean by wish?
A wish means it's something to do with the heart to say, I want things to be better. I want things to be more. I wish there will be no war. I wish I don't waste a day without producing, offering, serving, so to say. Right?
Yeah.
So my question would be, are you honoring your wishes? If that at all is a question. First, you have a right to wish.
But what, give me an example of a wish.
You see, there is 2 stages before wish. First, I am. To recognize I exist, I am. Next, to realize I can do this. Oh my God.
Yeah.
The moment I am and I can happens, third, the heart is birthed. I'm wishing.
Yeah. So like in our, I think our last episode, we talked about creating our lives, right? And we talked about how you do that. But this is sort of going one step
further. Back, yeah. Like the original.
Yeah.
What do you wish for?
How do you figure it out?
From your life, from your experience, from your birth till now, what has it led you to? What do you wish for? Like Buddha wished for ending of suffering. Right? If you take Buddha for instance.
Yeah, right? But I feel like wishing for something like that is not going to happen. You know what I mean?
No, whether it happens or not, it doesn't matter. But I'm living my wish. Right? Like many times I tell the student, wish for life to get you out. Life get you out. You know what I mean getting you out of life is, you're not trapped only in survival. You're not trapped only in keeping the thing going. That I'm freed of this survival mess. Now I can do what I want. I can express myself. So, is a wish your real expression? First, you have to realize who you are, and you have to realize what you are in some sense, and then wish to actualize it. If I ask you, what will you wish for? What life will you wish for yourself?
A happy life.
Yeah, how does it look like? What is it?
I don't want to say on this show.
Sure, I understand. But you have a wish, right?
Yeah.
I'm asking the question, you know that you have the right to wish and to pursue your wish?
Yeah.
Is that what life is?
But I feel like, how do you even know what to wish for?
That's the $1 million question. Your life will reveal. That's why I said it's limited. It's limited. You see, I wish the whole of humanity will grasp what meditation is. Because I think what they have said is misleading, it's cultish. I wish for all humanity to know what it means to turn within, what it means to live, what it means to celebrate, I wish that.
Yeah,
In
but
my life journey, in my struggle, it's one of the things I wished for me and I came to it. Now I wish for it for
yeah,
another.
I guess I was about to say that, like, dude, like, even though you can wish that, like, it's very unlikely that that will happen. But I guess, like, if nobody wishes for things like that, like, how will it ever happen?
Well done. Well done. Just because I wish doesn't mean it has to happen, no? By me wishing, it's alive.
Yeah.
I think people miss the greatest gift they have is the best they wish for themselves, they offer another. We as a humanity have not yet wished for peace properly, you know. We are wishing just to profit. We are not wishing for peace. So my statement about wish is you all use what? Unplugged.
What do you mean?
You
Unfiltered?
unleashed. You
Oh,
unleashed.
yeah.
You celebrated. You
Like you burst open almost.
That's it. I think that the issue is you don't even know that you have the power to wish. Whatever we have now, somebody wished for it, you know. Somebody wished that we don't have to do this. Somebody wished we will be free from this illness. Somebody wished it, right? What is that you wish for? You see, when you wish, you are part of the global transformation. Only by being part of the global transformation, you find out your personal role. It might not happen now. Somebody wished for us to fly, I suppose. Somebody wished. We didn't wish, somebody wished. It took a while, but we are flying. Now somebody is wishing there will be no racism. Somebody is wishing that people's sexual gender will not be used to prosecute them. Will it happen now? But if I don't wish, now my point, the wish is you part of the universal truth. And only when you discover yourself part of the bigger, the smaller the personal is actual. I think you wish, you're just not aware you are wishing. And I think you also feel if I wish, what difference will it make? It already made a difference. You wished it.
I feel like if I wish for things for myself, it'll make it different. But if I wish for, like, I do wish for the genocide in Palestine to end. But what does wishing have to do with it? You
No,
know?
it's the start. It directs your attention. I think we underestimate the power of wishing. Right? I wish somebody well. I wish for everybody to be treated equally. I wish everybody will be treated as a human citizen, as a world citizen. Not one country's resources is only for one country. I wish everything is for everyone too. Right? Now, in birthing that wish, I discover who I am. So can I connect this? The real state of me is realized when the actual wish birth forth. What do you wish for? I think you wish for people to be well. I think you wish for humanity to be happy. I
Yeah.
wish for everybody to be taken care, don't you?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. And what does it reveal about you? You are that person,
Yeah.
which means you offer that to you too, right?
Yeah, but I feel like it's easy for me to look at big bad situations and say, like, I wish otherwise. You know, I wish there were children were not being killed. I wish, like, people didn't get cancer and, like, all of that. But when it comes to figuring out the wishes for yourself, like that, I feel like it's a little bit more abstract and a little bit more difficult.
You see, in order to know what you wish for, you must know what will happen to me that will liberate me. What will happen that will quench me? What will happen that will play a role in me being rested? Right? When I wish, like I couldn't have wished for more than you guys. Something rested in me, something is done, something is completed. So can I say the wish is also a journey to complete my journey? I know it's an abstract statement. That there is something about me I need to complete and actualize.
So you mean like I could be like, okay, I wish for like to I wish to be to be a positive contribution to the world or whatever it is. But then, like, in wishing that, there's something within me that needs to be fulfilled, and that's why I'm wishing it.
You can say that too. It gives you a chance to discover you,
Yeah.
right? So there is two parts to you, the universal and the personal. There is never the collective. Sometime when you live a wish for all, it becomes the platform to discover you. And when you discover you, you get to live you out while serving the big wish. Makes sense?
Yeah, yeah.
So maybe the question is how do I find out who I am? I think I can only find out who I am when I discover my wish. And in that wish, I discover what I'm wishing for me to. Then I'm connected to completing my life. Like the river wishes to enter the ocean. That's his wish. When the river starts, that's why they pray to the Ganges. It's rushing towards, but the river is also the wish for many people to feed of it, to live by it, to nourish by it. But its ultimate aim is to become one with the ocean. So maybe the question I'm asking, to know me is to know what about me that will complete
So
me.
you're saying, like, when I wish for, like the big wish, the wishes for everybody to be happy, for all children to be safe and things like that, is like, and it's like the ocean, but we are like just the river, like rushing towards it.
Right. Whether the river reaches the ocean is secondary.
Yeah, yeah.
But the river as you have discovered. Now you will be
Interesting.
true to you. Right?
Yeah, it's an interesting way of looking at it.
Yeah. And I think when you discover you and you live you are living the big wish too. Right?
But how would you say that? Like, how would you, like, exemplify, like, living the big wish?
Well, when whatever I became awake to, I wish for everybody to have it because I thought it will never happen to someone like me. I thought I'll never become awake to this truth. This is so spiritual and religious and all this. And when it happened to me, I went like, what? They lied to me. That means it can happen to me. Then I wish for everybody to have this. And when I wish for everybody to have this, I got to live this. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
And in that end, a force is discovered. If not, you're just living for sensation. You are living for this momentary happiness. You are not living the bigger, the love. If you want to use another word for wish, is that love. The bigger, whether it touches or not, doesn't matter. It reveals you. And what is it about you it reveals is what has to be done, what has to be completed. So maybe the question, what is it about you has to be lived? Like Van Gogh said when he finished the last painting, I think it's one of the sunflowers, he said, I'm done. I've come to do this and I've done it. And he sold one painting in his lifetime. He was never successful in his lifetime. But he said, my God, I lived me out. So I'm asking you, there is an innate state in every human being that they need to live out. Like when I met your mother, that moment when I saw that girl, something happened. And I think something that I needed to live out was presented in front of me. To love someone like that, to go like 100%. Whether I did her a favor, I don't know. But I did it for me. I found something I can give all of me to, right? Same thing with my masters and the study and the learning. And when I became awake, I realized, oh my God, I wish this for all. But whether the wish happens or not, I found out what will quench me. So can I instill this? Is life a process of being done? Like the Hindu pray to Shiva, Shiva is death. Sometimes people misunderstand the death. Is the death I'm done? Like sometimes I say, remember, I always tell the story. I saw you both performing when you're like 8 or 9 or 10 years old.
Ugh.
After you finished performing, I got
Fat,
up.
clumsy, horrible.
Yeah. I was leaving. After you finished, I had some work. I came, I saw you, and I was leaving. I told Prem, get the car. We are going. And on the way, I saw your mother. And I said, no, they have paid me in full. Like, I've seen it. Like, oh my God, I have seen what I came to see. Today I'm asking, Are we failing to seek that? That's the process of enlightenment. Seeking that. Maybe you'll meet someone and you will have such an intimacy, such a togetherness, you go like, I'm good. I've lived. I'm good.
Hopefully.
Do you know there's a moment, Anbam, it happens to Master when I was younger. Some moment will happen and I'll think I can die now. I'm good. I touch something. I'm good. Oh my God, I've tasted.
That's how I always feel on a plane. I'm like, nope, I can't diet. I have too many plans. I can't diet. Nope, you're not taking me down now. This turbulence is not getting me down yet.
Okay, that means you are confessing there are things you need to live out, right?
Yeah.
Now my question is, are you sincere to it?
Sometimes it feels like there's the bigger wish and then there's the desire as well to do things that
I
don't
think they're
align
all
with the wish.
in connection. They're this bigger lived out in a very small day-to-day way.
Yeah. So I have this I always have this belief, and I got into a heated conversation with someone about it once, and I was like, oh, do you believe in God? And they were like, I don't know, not really. And I was like, okay. I was like, I believe in God, and I believe that, or a higher power, whatever it may be, and I believe that whatever it may be it's always on my side. And then he was like, what happens when it's not? I was like, it just might seem like it's not, but when you look back, it's like literally every time it always worked out in your favor.
That means I interrupt. That means you are not escaping completing you. Anyone that lives sincere to live out them, that is on their side. For them, God exists. For the one that betrays this, of course, there will be no God. Right?
And I don't even need, I don't feel like I need anybody else to believe what I believe. I feel like if at the end of the day there is no God and there's only science, that's cool. It just made me feel more relaxed. So
no, but it's so beautiful the way you are coming to it. This way. I'm saying you will believe in something more, whether God or cosmos or existence or whatever you want to use that word. When you know that you will not betray, you're quenched.
Yeah, because I feel there's so many things that feel very reminding you of your belief. I always tell the story about how I found Jackie, but I literally the night before decided I will not have a pet again. I cannot do this. I will not love another animal again. Sagwa was already dying. Snowy had already died. That's our last childhood pet that was still alive. I was like, I can never do this again. And then this tiny little fungus covered black and white cat meowed at me and said I was his mommy. And I was like, oh, no, actually, there's a lot of space in my heart to love. Come and live in my house. JK, didn't mean that. But it's serendipitously happened when you're
Which I think, you know what, I want to remind you, you probably are committed to live you out. You will not escape living you out. If there is a truth to this word called enlightenment, that's it. That I will not betray me. I will be sincere. I will live me out. I will live me out. I will hold it, find it, despite every situation. I will not betray me. I will choose me to live that truth out. And the point I'm making, that's the whole point. The wish is to reveal the one who wishes. When you wish, you discover the one who's wishing. Then you discover the one that is wishing. What are they really moving towards to be done? To be quenched, to be finished, to be done. The day you know how to pursue that, you have understood the path of enlightenment. It is nothing other than this that I'm putting down. That I'm going to live me out. I'm going to be true. I'm going to touch my highest peak. Right? And in order to live that, you must learn how to create. That's what we did in the last episode. You must know how to manifest. Then everything makes sense. If this is not there, then why bother? It's like the river does not hold the wish to go to the ocean. Why bother? In the ocean, it gets to rest.
Yeah.
It gets to dissolve. It gets to be one. right?
Yeah.
Now the question is your faithfulness to you.
And the faithfulness to the wish that you have, because like sometimes you just want to sometimes I just want to be mean, and then
Yeah.
I'm a bit mean, and then it's like, oh, that's not in line with my wish for like world peace or whatever. But you know what I mean? Like, it's sometimes you just like
That's the
you're in
discipline.
conflict with
No,
it.
that's fine. That's being human. That's the part of the beauty of it. That is where your role emerges. So maybe what I'm pointing is, are we faithful towards going towards the completion of you?
But I also think like this idea, right? Like having this wish and working towards it, right? It also requires a level of like humbleness,
All of it.
that like you also have to be able to firstly admit that you want something that you might not get,
Yep.
and for a lot of people that is just something they will not do.
Yeah.
But also to admit that maybe all the times you acted out of line in what you wanted, because in a sense like you want to make a conclusion about yourself because of it. You're gonna be like, yeah, I acted like a bitch, so I'm a bitch. you know but like, and instead of being like, I shouldn't have acted like that because that's not what I want something else, and I'm willing to admit that I acted out of line with it, you rather just stop wishing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what people do. They escape.
Yeah.
But can you see, when you wish, it puts you right. It gives
Yeah.
you the moral guidance. You will feel wrong when you go out of it.
Yeah.
If not, all the compass disappears.
And like that feel like people want to avoid accepting the wrong feeling, and so they justify.
Yeah. You see, to feel wrong is the most rightful thing to happen.
Yeah, but it sucks.
Yeah, because now I'm going away from me. Right? It's the gauge. But if the wish is not there, there is nothing that holds
Yeah,
you.
okay, so we were having a conversation about like something I was telling you about something that I figured out about myself in therapy. And I was like, you did this to me and I have a personality trait now because you did this to me. Like, and you're like, do you not understand what I was also going through? You kind of have to forgive me. And I was like, no, Appa, I already forgive you. I wouldn't have brought it up if I didn't forgive you. And then you're like, okay, yeah, I guess I did do that. And I was like,
No. So can we admit this, that every human being is a wish that they have not yet discovered? They must.
no, and it's also like, even like the reason I bring that up is that like I feel when I was talking to you about it, you're like, oh shit, is she blaming me? Is she like is she mad at me? And it's like, no, I'm just explaining to you how it affected me. But I've already forgive you. I don't even have to forgive you. You know what I mean? Like it's just what it is. But I think that like it's like there's also a belief in you that you want to be a very good father and that you are a good father, and you are a good father, but like that doesn't mean you're perfect. And like,
No, I'm not.
but like when I'm talking to you about it, I could see that like you're like, shit, did I act out of line in my wish? But then I'm like, don't worry, it's okay. Like, and then you're like, okay, but yeah, I guess I can kind of admit I did that. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah.
Right. So now you see the importance of a wish. I think people forget to wish. I think prayer is beautiful. You know why? It is in a way a wish, A prayer, they've found out in science now, prayer is a very healing thing, they found out. I suspect more than it being a spiritual thing. When you pray, you admit to your wish. I don't think I wished anyone more better than I wished your mother. To protect, to take. I think she birthed that wish. Oh my God. And that wish birthed me. You get what I'm saying? I might wish for her, but it birthed this guy. When you guys came along, oh my God, what did I wish? I wished. And it birthed me, right? But you are right. Sometimes when you say something, did I go off a line my wish? Probably I did. I can make mistakes.
Yeah.
So, but it without that wish, I will not know it's a mistake.
Yeah.
You got what I'm saying? It appears as a mistake, and the mistake tells me my wish is alive.
Yeah.
That is why I'm saying, oh my God, maybe I made a mistake, Maybe I should have not been so grumpy. Which I don't think I am. I think you're accusing me. But I'll accept it. Me, grumpy? Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
But I think it's also that like I feel like from what you're saying, right? It's almost like when it's how like like a way to feel like when they say like to get is to give.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Literally, what you get is the ability to give. And like, so when you wish for more, not beyond just wishing for yourself, you are also getting.
Why did you do this podcast? Your wish. You wanted your friends to hear about it. You probably want me to say something. It is your wish, but it revealed you, right? Now you're studying digital media production.
Oh,
You're
yeah,
doing your
yeah, yeah,
master's.
yeah.
See, that wish reveal you,
Yeah.
right? That wish reveal you, and you living you somehow making the wish come true in the most minutest sense. Right? You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
So if we take our eyes away from the wish, we cannot find out who we are. Now, when we find out who we are and what is that we are living, now you need the skill to actualize it. That's what we talked earlier. Right? If not, you are dismissed into just this survival, just this getting by. Do you know that you are reduced to something so functional only? The grandness of you is missed. Right? I tell this story. I've told this before. No? Sorry to talk about Gita again. But
He's obsessed.
yeah, no.
As he should be.
I saw her in a training dancing, and I started clapping for her, cheering. And that day I realized, like I really wished her to dance. I realized, oh my God, I'm a teacher. I'm a supporter. Without that wish, I wouldn't have discovered me. You wished Jackie to be well. You brought this stray cat home that now I have to take care. It reveals something about you, right? Something about you. Now the question is, am I living faithful to me?
It was also that little guy. Lah. I've never felt compelled to pick up a stray cat before.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, it does reveal it does reveal something about you.
So you wish your friend well. It reveals something about you. And what is it about you that it reveals is what is that you need to live out this life? What is that you must finish this life? And whenever you discover what is that you must finish this life, you have discovered your path of awakening or enlightenment and the rest of it. So I'm saying, maybe since I'm leading the topic today, are you faithful towards your own awakening and enlightenment? And I'm saying the only way to live it is, am I living me out totally? Am I faithful to me? Am I doing all I can to actualize me? It's the question.
And I think also like you need to ask yourself, like, are you being humble to the wish?
A wish will make you humble. You are saying it will not come true because the wish is a global thing. I wish for peace for humanity. If it doesn't humble me, what else will humble me? Because it's so big.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like you have to, and that you to humble yourself enough to accept that you will act out of line of your wish, and you will take discipline, and you might not get it.
You even will know you're out of line because you wish. That's what I'm saying. If not, you won't even know you're out of line. And suddenly you see in this conversation, you are significant,
Me?
A small, no, everybody. Every person is incredibly significant.
Yeah.
Like Krishnamurti will say this word very beautifully. So I am the rest of mankind. I'm like, what do you mean by that? His wish for the mankind, he's living it, You get what I'm saying?
I do. It's like, every little step, every little ounce, every little effort
Are we
makes it
afraid
happen.
to discover ourselves because it comes with consequence? Then we know when we're out of line.
It comes with consequence. It comes with disappointment. It comes with all these things that I would rather not wish.
Yeah.
And I would rather not put like my heart on the line in that way.
And that's how you escape you.
It's not even how you escape you. It's literally how you like miss out on
That's it.
yourself.
That means you must embrace the pain. You must embrace the mistake. You must embrace the suffering. You must embrace. I think if I'm dying, I look at your eyes and I say, I'm sorry if ever I mess up. I have to.
Yeah.
Because my wish, if I don't say that, then I didn't honor my wish.
No, it's like the conversation we had. It's like, I'm sorry. You're like, I'm sorry if I made any mistakes. No, it's okay. You still achieved your wish.
I hope so. Working on it. But you see, the wrong is now delicious because it reminds me I want to live rightly.
Yeah.
It's not a punishment. It is.
But it
is
can
a reminder.
feel like a punishment because it can feel like a sting.
So maybe this episode is I wish. I wish for all of you to wake up to you. I wish all of you will realize what will finish you. I wish you will actually exist. I wish you wake up as a creator. I wish you create, you celebrate, you dance. Like I always say, my master's love lives, which means I'm saying their wish lives. They wish for this humanity. I'm playing my part in it. Small part. I'm doing my part. But the most important thing in this is I get to discover me. I get to discover the person I need to be for me to be done. To hit the highest ecstasy possible as me. And I think that's the point one must never miss. It doesn't matter what happened. I win, I lose, I become successful, I become a failure. Irrelevant. Did I live that out? Which is what I'll wish for you. That you do all that you do, but you never ever live in a way that you will betray you, you will actualize you, and when your days are done, you will dissolve delightfully. Bless you.
That was a real sneeze.
Okay, is that good?
Yeah, that's good. I wish to have abs this year. God bless. Thank you, guys. Have a good night.
Okay. Bye-bye.